Greetings, my fellow Koopalings. Welcome back to the channel. No, this isn't a scoop. This isn't a leak. Microsoft didn't announce this. I did. The Xbox Series B is a fan concept. Here's the cardboard prototype right behind me. Basically, it's my personal Xbox wish list, which I brought to life. So without further ado, let's watch the video.
For years, you told us exactly what you wanted. Power, flexibility, physical media, multiplayer that actually feels social. And one thing you very clearly told us about the Xbox Series A, that's not a box. So today we fix that. Introducing the Xbox Series B. Let's talk specs. The Xbox Series B is 4 times more powerful than the Series X. This unprecedented leap in performance is thanks to our crackshot engineers back at Microsoft HQ. Xbox Series B supports up to 8K, up to 120 frames per second plus VRR, 2D and stereoscopic 3D on supported screens, ultra-wide aspect ratio on supported screens, as well as ray tracing, path tracing, FSR and dynamic scaling, as well as HDR and now 3D audio. The Series B is an all-digital experience with full support for backwards compatibility with all generations of Xbox. 2 terabytes of fast internal storage is now standard, with the Velocity 2.0 architecture being nearly 2.5 times faster at reading data than the Xbox Series X. And for the first time since the Xbox 360, there's actually a slot for an expandable drive, up to 8 terabytes. Series B also lets you locally stream any game on your home Wi-Fi to any smartphone or supported device. Speaking of Wi-Fi, you can now remember more than one Wi-Fi password. With a typical password being roughly 16 bytes in size, you could theoretically fit nearly 550 billion passwords on the new 8 terabyte expanded slot. With Series B, we're also introducing our next-gen FPS Boost 2.0, which supports all generations of Xbox, no developer update required. Next, we have a brand new developer program meant to help you developers make the best possible experiences, well, possible on the Xbox Series B, and we call it Dial It to 11. If your game is too big or your studio is having trouble optimizing your game experience for Xbox, we will help you optimize your code and improve your assets to ensure the best performance, the most optimized file size, the best quality possible for all of your games. For example, when working solo, our Call of Duty team was struggling with their new game. Before, it was running at sub 4K at 40 frames per second, no ray tracing, and an astonishing 142 gigabyte file size. Well, after our Dial It to 11 experts converged, I'm pleased to report the game now runs at full 8K, 60 frames per second in HDR with ray tracing enabled. Yeah. Not only that, but we got it down to 82 gigabytes in size. Yeah. Happy developers equals happy gamers. We want the best gaming experiences in the world to be right here on Xbox. And this new developer program will ensure that the only place you'll want to play is Xbox. All right, next, to talk about our software and user experience, I'm gonna turn over to Dave McCarthy. Thanks, Phil. Hey, I'm AI Dave McCarthy. I'm here to talk about the software and the new user experience. Series B isn't just wicked fast, it's also smarter. Built into the core OS is next-gen FPS boost for everything, a new favorite system, an achievements overhaul, auto offline mode, and a customizable user experience. Let's start with our next-gen FPS boost. When we first introduced this feature, gamers worldwide loved the fresh coat of paint on their favorite games. And our developers, well, they didn't even have to do anything at all. For FPS 2.0, all 30 frames per second titles, regardless of resolution, can be boosted to 60 or even 120 frames per second. We use an intelligent frame prioritization to make this possible, and it works across all of backwards compatibility. No developer update required. Now let's talk about the favorite system. Pin your favorite games to the taskbar. All of your recents are in quick resume, and the 4 bottom tiles are now fully customizable for folders, apps, or both. And yes, no more ads anywhere. We are going back to treating the Xbox dashboard like a gaming OS, not a billboard. All right, let's talk about Achievements 2.0. Way back in 2005, we revolutionized how you interact with your games long-term by introducing achievements. Players love this feature, and now we're taking it to the next level. To start, original Xbox games can now earn achievements. Developers just need to push a simple update to breathe new life into your original Xbox games. We're very excited about this. Series B now supports offline achievement tracking with timestamps, utilizing a feature that I'll talk about next. Finally, we are introducing completion tiers. Completion tiers is a new way to keep track of and organize your progress across all your video games. You can now easily see which games have 100%, as well as 75 to 99, 50 to 74, and 0 to 49. Maybe there's some games that you forgot about or you haven't even started. Well, you can quickly rediscover those with this new 0 to 49% tab. There's also one more problem I'd like to address with achievements. This is an issue we've been dealing with since the beginning. Have you ever just hated it when you 100% a game, only to come back a few months later to see new DLC that you don't even want to play? That new DLC comes with new achievements, and since they're attached to the main game, they drop your 100% score. Well, with this new Achievements 2.0 overhaul, that will no longer be the case. Once you 100% a game, that percentage will remain, and any added achievements post-launch will go beyond your 100% score. Over 1,000 legacy titles will support this at launch, with updates coming to the Series, the One, and even Xbox 360 consoles later this year. Now let's talk about auto offline mode. This new feature automatically switches to offline mode when an Xbox server or general internet outages occur. It supports all games and media that are downloaded or on disk. Online-only games are not supported for obvious reasons. Before I go, I'd like to introduce one last feature, and that's our new customizable UI. We've already talked about your favorite slots, as well as new ways of tracking achievements. And now we are adding 3 new but classic user interfaces to the Xbox experience. Xbox, New Metro, and Blaze. These are not just wallpapers. These are fully functioning user interfaces that have been updated to not only be seen in 8K at 120 Hz, but also reworked to completely support all current and new features. I thought you might like that one. It's very exciting. Next to talk all about the new hardware is Sarah Bond. Thanks, Dave. Hi, I'm AI Sarah Bond. Let's talk about what makes the Series B truly stand out. The Xbox Series B is a 6.3-inch cube, both height, width, and depth, with the corners cut off. This striking design weighs only 6.3 pounds and is whisper quiet at about 31 decibels. The first thing you'll see on the back is an Xbox expansion port. So all of your Series S and X expansion cards are fully backwards compatible. And now we have 4 and 6 terabyte options. The USB-C and A ports are for your external hard drives or charging controllers. The Series B has dual Ethernet ports, which allows for native built-in network chaining. This brings back true system link parties. 0 routers are required. You can also just use Wi-Fi. LAN parties are so back. Next, you'll see a curiosity. 2 HDMI outputs, 2 TVs, 1 console, no adapters required. You can now have 2 simultaneous experiences on a single Xbox Series B. Maybe you want to play 2 different games at the same time. Or maybe someone is in a gaming mood and someone else is in a movie mood. When attached to a second HDMI source, this is now possible. Or maybe you want to cram way more people on the couch. Up to 8 players, 4 per screen, are now supported on the Xbox Series B. And for all those families who don't have 2 TVs on the wall, you can add the optional wireless HDMI kit. It uses a custom transmission protocol, AK30 or 4K60, to a second screen with virtually 0 lag. This still allows support for up to 4 local players per TV across 2 screens wirelessly. No local area network required. In terms of storage and expansion, all Xbox Series B units will have 2 terabytes of NVMe Generation 3 built in. Not only is this the most storage Xbox has ever supported, but now it's almost twice as fast. Running out of storage, we also support all Xbox expansion cards up to 6 terabyte, as well as any external drive via USB. Wait, is that still not enough for you? Well, for the first time since the Xbox 360, we actually have an expansion slot for up to 8 terabytes at the same Velocity 2.0 speeds. Looking at the front, we can see an Xbox power button, a second Xbox expansion card, a sync button, and 2 USB Type-C ports. These all seem pretty self-explanatory, except for one thing. This slot is not for Xbox expansion cards. It's actually for a new media format we call Lux Drive. Say goodbye to old and slow discs. This Lux Drive is the new future of physical media. Lux Drive can load data 180 to 200 times faster than the fastest optical drive. Each and every Lux Drive cartridge ranges in size from 8 to 250 gigabytes. So whether you're an indie developer or wanting to publish your multi-million-dollar AAA masterpiece, we have a physical solution for you. physical is forever. But what if there's an update? Whether you've been bug squashing or crusading in some new story content, you're either stuck with the update on your hard drive or you have to print a whole new disk. Well, with LuxDrive, not anymore. LuxDrive supports Delta downloads and updates, which apply directly to the card itself. So you always have the latest update and DLC. LuxDrive works exactly how you'd expect from any physical media. It's yours to lend, borrow, sell, trade, whatever.
Thanks.
Once you buy it, it's yours. And it may increase in value over time if you buy DLC. LuxDrive is the new path forward for physical media. We can't wait for our gamers to get their hands on these new physical games. But what about legacy media? Well, we made an optional optical media drive for the Xbox Series B. This is the Xbox Series B disk drive. First, take notice to this, the magnetic connection port. This magnetically attaches the drive to the bottom of the Xbox Series B. This connection provides both electrical and data throughput to fully power the device. Next up is the slot loading disk drive. All you do is put the disk in here and it just works. But how do you get the disk out? Well, this little dot right here is a sensor input. It responds to both touch and motion, as well as infrared for remote support. The Xbox Series B disk drive also supports a new feature called Quick Disk, which we'll talk more about in a minute. Because of the diagonal orientation, you can configure the Xbox Series B disk drive as left-handed or right-handed. The Xbox Series B media drive supports all legacy Xbox content. Your Xbox, your 360, your Xbox One, and Series discs will all just work. In addition to Xbox, there's full optical media support for legacy content, including CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, 3D Blu-rays, and 4K Ultra HD. However, this optical drive is holding a secret. Full Quick Disk support. Quick Disk? What is that? I'll tell you. Remember the good old days when you just put the disc in and played the game? Well, that's back thanks to Quick Disk. In a nutshell, Quick Disk lets you instantly play your legacy games without the need to install them. All original Xbox and Xbox 360 discs are fully supported, as well as certain Xbox One and Xbox Series discs in a future update. And don't get me wrong, installing the disc is still the best way to play, but now you don't have to. Quick Disk also supports any Xbox or Xbox 360 disc, even if backwards compatibility doesn't. This optical media drive contains brand new remade micro SoCs for both the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. That's right, we took the original Xbox and the 360, miniaturized them, and put them in this disk drive, just for the sake of media preservation. From its tiny size and quiet but powerful performance, to its myriad of storage options, as well as legacy media compatibility and the new LuxDrive, there is a lot to be excited for with the Xbox Series B. And to tell us more about the new controller and upcoming games, I'm gonna turn it over to Matt. All right, well, all that new technology is cool, I guess, but let's face it, you're here for the same reason I'm here. The games. Hi, I'm AI Matt Booty, and before we get to that exciting stuff, I want to talk about our brand new controller experience. Introducing our newest Xbox controller, the most advanced controller we have ever made. It has brand new Hall effect joysticks, face buttons, and triggers. Say goodbye to stick drift and sticky buttons. We have upgraded our rumble triggers with new haptic resistance for brand new gameplay possibilities on Xbox. There's a new feature where you simply lift the controller to turn it on or to auto-resume a paused game. A new fingerprint reader is built into every Xbox button for logging in, user switching, and authorizing payments on the digital store. A new microphone allows for game chat, navigation, and typing with speech to text. There's also a new gyroscope which allows for unique motion-based gameplay new to Xbox. The new Xbox controller experience has been updated to include the latest Bluetooth standards for more reliable wireless gaming and faster switching to other supported Bluetooth devices. The Rumble gets an upgrade to feel a whole new dimension. All of this with the same best-in-class, world-leading ergonomics. All of this, and we've managed to squeeze an incredible 80 hours of battery life. The new Xbox controller comes in a duotone white with black variations. And for a limited time only, we have very special translucent editions in red, yellow, and blue, and orange, purple, and green. This is our next generation controller launch lineup. All of these controllers will be available on day one, and this is just a little taste of our brand new controller experience. We cannot wait for you to get your hands on these brand new controllers to experience old favorites or new classics. Speaking of which, we've got a couple of world premieres. Do you want to see them? Yeah? Should we watch them? All right, take it away.
World premiere. World premiere.
How did I end up in this mess?
No scope.
Pentiment 2 is a stylized narrative follow-up with full gameplay coming soon. State of Decay 4 introduces persistent and shared online settlements. You can build with your friends in real time. Will you be able to overcome the zombie scourge? The free-to-play Halo multiplayer will be getting a Day 1 update to fully support the Xbox Series B. At long last, The Last Night will have its last night in development as it launches Day 1 on Game Pass and digital.
World premiere. World premiere. World premiere. World premiere.
Set in the late 1940s, Follow Indiana Jones as he traverses the globe in search of a cure for a mysterious disease. Indiana Jones and the City of the Gods drops on launch day on Game Pass, Digital, and Lux Drive. New adventures await with Noct and friends in Final Fantasy XV 2. This game features platform parity and an early exclusive demo only on Xbox. Project Oxygen is a story-driven sci-fi mystery from brand new studio Kitsune Incorporated. Players can enjoy single-player or a two-player cooperative experience with characters Mila and Milo in this anime RPG adventure. Project Oxygen, like Indiana Jones and Final Fantasy, will be released on launch day on Game Pass, Digital, and Lux Drive. What happened to all the Guardians after their awakening? Find out in Halo Wars 3. In this strategy campaign, you'll play across 3 different factions, the UNSC, the Sanghelios, and the Banished, as they fight for their lives against a galactic threat. Players can enjoy this experience in co-op mode with 2 players across 2 TVs thanks to wireless HDMI.
World premiere. World premiere. World premiere.
In this sequel to Halo Infinite, follow the Master Chief and his friends through a massive slipspace anomaly into uncharted Forerunner space. Halo Exiles launches day 1, featuring 2-player split screen on Game Pass, Digital, and Lux Drive. When a mysterious comet unleashes eldritch gods, you must quickly learn to forge the ultimate weapon to take back your home. This comet drops on launch day as an Xbox console launch exclusive. You can play the Elder Scrolls VI Hammerfell day 1 on Game Pass, Digital, and Lux Drive. Have you ever wanted to punch a dinosaur in a mech suit? Well, now you can in Titanfall 3, which launches later this year on Game Pass, Digital, and Lux Drive. These 11 incredible experiences are only just the beginning. We have even more games and experiences to talk about at a future date. And with these 11 games brings us to our strongest console launch ever. And we cannot wait for all of you to jump in. That is an incredible launch lineup. All of our first-party games will be available on day 1 with Game Pass, as well as Digital and Lux Drive editions. However, we do have one extra console that we want to talk about today, and that's the introduction of the new Xbox Media Player. This is a standalone media device with full support for legacy optical media. All of your music, movies, and TV shows available on any HDMI or DisplayPort screen, as well as full support for movies on the new Lux Drive physical media format. Yep, we're partnering Lux Drive with Hollywood. Lux is so good, we just couldn't keep it to ourselves. We're supporting Lux as an open standard with the same storage parity as our console game cards. There will be support for SDR and HDR color spaces, as well as high definition, 4K, and 8K resolutions, as well as full stereoscopic 3D support. With the USB-C port on the front of the console, you can even plug in any supported VR headset. And all of these Luxray movies will also be compatible with the Xbox Series B Lux Drive. I myself and all of us at Microsoft and the Xbox team are very excited for what the future of physical media on the Lux Drive has in store. So maybe you might want to buy some of our stuff. Well, we're going to turn it back over to Sarah to talk about our hardware bundles. Thank you, Matt. When it comes to the Xbox Series B, we've got amazing configurations that will suit any gamer's needs. To start things off, we've got the Xbox Series B Arcade Edition in both white and black. The Arcade Edition will retail for an MSRP of $499. Next up, we've got the Xbox Series B Pro Edition in both white and black. Pro Editions come with special Xbox green LEDs. And there's also a very special translucent green edition. We're very excited about this one. The Xbox Series Pro will retail for an MSRP of $649. Next up, for households with more than one person, we've got the Multiplayer Mayhem bundle with 2 controllers, 2 headsets, and a wireless HDMI kit. The Multiplayer Mayhem bundle will retail for $599. And we have just one more incredible edition for all of you longtime Xbox fans. We call it the Legacy Edition, which comes in white, black, and the very special translucent green. All of the Legacy bundles will come with a color-matched remote and disk drive. The Legacy bundle retails for $599. All of our bundles come with a color-matched controller and 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. They also come with color-matched HDMI and power cables, with the Pro editions coming with premium woven color-matched cables. Controllers can be purchased separately for an MSRP of $69.99. And the very limited edition translucent models will retail for an MSRP of $79.99. The Xbox Media Player will retail for $199, and while supplies last, the Series S 1TB edition in both white and black will retail for $199, and the Series X 1TB edition will also retail for $349. No matter where you are in your gaming journey, we've got the perfect way for you to hop in to Xbox. Phil, back to you. Xbox Series B was built from your feedback. We have 4 times the power of the Xbox Series X. We have the Velocity Architecture 2.0. We have FPS Boost 2.0, Achievements 2.0, Expandable NVMe, our Dial It to 11 developer program, new and legacy UI, Blades. Yep. We've got our dual screen experience, legacy media support, an all new controller, and the astonishing new Lux Drive, a new standard for physical media. It's social again, it's physical again, it's creative again, and it's faster than ever. We are so back, baby! So welcome to the next generation, the Xbox Series B.
Hey!